Welcome back to my channel. So today I have a new topic, that is a plagiarism tool called as Drillbit. So we have a lot of plagiarism tools available. So this is a Make in India initiative. So this is a plagiarism tool that was developed in India. It is almost 7 to 8 years now that this tool is available. So let me give you some details, some features about this particular Drillbit plagiarism tool today. So already a lot of people are using this plagiarism software, and now for quality publications, going through the plagiarism is very important, because during academic writing there is a chance that you can tend to write in a similar way like the other researchers have written. So you may have to rephrase it. So there are a lot of tools available for that also. But basically you need to do a lot of corrections even if you use some tools. Okay. So in this way, using this Drillbit for plagiarism, a lot of reduction in plagiarism also can be possible. So already some 40 million plus pages have been scanned using this Drillbit. There are so many users globally, and so many clients are already happy with this tool, but there are a lot of things still to be updated or upgraded. So with the feedback, this will definitely improve. So as per UGC guidelines, that is 2018 guidelines, plagiarism checking is very important for documents like theses, articles, and so on. So according to UGC, 10%, at least the plagiarism in a document should be less than 10%, whereas as per VTU, it is acceptable up to 25%. So depends on the university, depends on the organization, the percentages might vary, but this is just to give you some idea about the plagiarism. So plagiarism is basically copying. So if you try to copy some similar sentences from some research article or some other source, through internet or online sources, then the whole phrase will be caught. That is, you have taken this particular line from this particular article or this particular thesis, you have copied so many parts. So in this way, plagiarism is one unethical practice. So to reduce the plagiarism in your article, we have this kind of plagiarism tools. So coming to Drillbit, first of all, you need to have a login credentials to use this. So you can ask the admin, that is for a particular organization, the librarian will be the admin. So you can request for the username and password, and he or she can provide you the credentials by talking to Drillbit. So Drillbit will give you the username and password, and once you use the username and password, you can activate your account, and that's how you can try to use Drillbit. So first of all, in Drillbit, the most important thing here is you need to create a folder. Okay, so once you create a folder, then only you can submit any article here and try to see the plagiarism report. Okay, so I will show you the demonstration later. So let me tell you some details about this first of all. So the one more important thing in this is the settings. Okay, so usually exclude bibliography, we keep yes, and the remaining things like exclude quote, we may keep no. Okay, so that you are not excluding any important quotes. If you want to exclude some small sources, like maybe you have some definitions or something like that, then you can give yes, but most of the time we prefer to keep it no. Exclude phrases, in this case I've kept no, but even you can keep yes, but this is usually like certain times your university name, your department name, that will be caught in the report everywhere, but that is not considered to be a plagiarism, because you cannot change the university name or you cannot change the department name. So if you want to remove those things so that it does not catch in the report, then you can give this exclude phrases yes, and you can give the phrases which you want to exclude. So I'll show you that later. Apart from that, like comparison with databases, you should give yes for everything, because it has to compare with most of the databases. So most of the time people complain that their plagiarism percentage is coming very low here, but when they try with some other software, it's coming very high. So one reason might be this, you might have kept no here. So when you keep it no, what happens is it does not compare with those databases. So maximum comparison with databases, if you keep yes, definitely the variation in percentages will be definitely very minimal. So coming to creating the account, as I told you. So once you create your account and once you create your folder, this is how it looks. And I have tried to upload a paper here. So this is, I will show you that later, how to upload a paper. So once you do that and once you do a plagiarism check, finally after the thing, you will get a similarity report. So in this case, you can see I've uploaded two paper, similar paper. So you can see in this case it is 12% the similarity, whereas in this case it is 6%. Okay, so I'm not worried about the percentage now. I wanted to make you aware about this symbol here, right? So you can see one symbol here. So initially when I did this report, I got 6% with this symbol, and later I realized my mistake. So what was the mistake here is when you have included the manuscript with the references, and in the settings you have mentioned that exclude bibliography. So if you're given something like that, then you will get this error message. Okay, but if you try to remove those references from the document and again you upload it and you give the same settings, that is exclude bibliography, you will get the proper way without any error symbol. So this is the error that I did, and that's how I learned how to do it. Okay, so in this way, when you do some errors with that, definitely there is a learning. So that is how you can try to improve yourself. So coming to some more things like settings here. So once you do a report, once you check the plagiarism and you get the report, there are a lot of features which are additional in this particular software. Like you can download it, that is there usually in all the things. Instead of downloading directly, you can mail it. Okay, so there is an option to mail directly, whether to you or your guide or whoever it is. You can mail it directly. You can have the QR code also. By scanning the QR code directly, you can get it downloaded in a mobile also. So these are few additional benefits of this particular tool. So here the exclude information. So when you download the report, this data will be there in the first sheet. Okay, so here you can see I had selected codes not excluded, bibliography not excluded, sources less than 14 word similarity not excluded, excluded sources 0, and excluded phrases not excluded. So if I select something like this, I got 15% similarity. So this tells me that 47% of match sources. Okay, so there are 47 sources which are matching. So matching might be very minimal, less than 1%. Okay, so that is why it's coming to 15%. And they have a grading system. See, if you have a similarity of 0 to 10%, they grade it as A. If you have between 11 to 40, they grade it as B. 41 to 60 C, and 61 to 100 D, unacceptable. So in this way, when I kept these settings, I got a grade of B. So when you see, when I change the settings now, right? So I changed the settings in this particular case. What did I change? Exclude bibliography. Okay, I excluded bibliography in this case, and I have excluded some sources. So in certain universities, self-plagiarism is acceptable. So in case when you do a plagiarism report, initially you might have published some paper and now you are writing your thesis. If something like that happens, then your self-paper can be coming as the plagiarized report here. So if there is a provision that your self-plagiarism is acceptable, then there is an option here where you can exclude the sources. I'll show you that later, how to exclude the sources. So if I exclude the sources, if you have done that, it would come in the reports. So they would know that you have excluded so much percentage, and these are the reports that you have excluded, which is definitely your self reports. And phrases also, if you have excluded, it comes as excluded. If you have not excluded, it comes as not excluded. So in this case, you can see the percentage has come down to 5%. So because in this case, maybe there was self-plagiarism which was reduced now because of excluding it, and now the percentage has reduced from 15% to 5%, and the sources also have reduced from 47% to 24%. So in this way, there's a lot of features which could be explored further. So when I'm giving the demonstration, I'll give you much more details on that. So coming to the takeaway, we have seen a very good plagiarism checker, that is Drillbit. So this will definitely help in academic writing for reducing plagiarism. Okay, so everybody has a problem with plagiarism. They feel it very difficult how to rephrase and all. That comes only with experience. Only by doing it again and again, you will learn how to do it. And this will definitely help you in publishing in some good quality journals. So as I told you, the important features like QR codes, there are some features like receipts. I'll tell you about this later. And again, about the email options. So these are very friendly options which will be very useful. And they have also thought of integrating it with Moodle. So that is in the process. So that would even initiate even more benefits to this particular tool. So definitely you can use this tool for checking the plagiarism of your articles, theses, MTech reports, and so on. So once you get the report, you can check the plagiarism percentage. You can try to see the plagiarism, which all lines have been caught, and try to rephrase it, rewrite it. And that's how you can try to reduce plagiarism. So now let me show you the demonstration, like how to do it. So now already I have my username and password. So I type that and I sign in. So once I sign in, you can see the things here. So I've already created a folder. Okay, so initially when you open this, your folder would not be created. So you can use this plus symbol. Okay, so once you press this plus symbol, you can create a new folder. So let me create one and show you. So this is the folder that I'm creating. Okay, and I can change the settings. So now exclude bibliography, I want yes. Exclude quotes, no. Small sources, no. Exclude phrases, no. In case I want to exclude, I can give yes. Once I give yes, I can give here. Now if I want to keep NMAM Institute of Technology, I want to include this so that it is not highlighted in the text, then I can use this as phrase. I can use my department. Okay, Department of Biotechnology. Okay, so that also I can give it as phrase, add phrase, and that's sufficient as of now. And comparison with databases, as I told you, student paper yes, journal publications yes, internet sources yes, institutional repositories yes, and submit. So already one folder have been created in my name. So this is the new folder. This is I just created now to show you how folder is created. So I don't want this because I already have a folder. I will do the submission in this folder that I have. So I will delete this. Do you want to delete? Yes. So this folder I already have. So I will open my folder. Okay, so here edit. So if you want to change the settings, you can change it anytime. Okay, so I've just updated the folder. Now in case I want to add any manuscript to this particular folder, so creation of folder is very, very important. Without this you cannot do anything. So first you have to create this folder as I showed you, and now I want to upload the manuscript. Okay, so I can upload the manuscript. One second. So give me a second. Okay, so you can see there is a addition symbol here. So upload file, English. Okay, so now you can see browse your file here. Once you click this, browse your file here, you can select wherever your paper is available. So in case this is my paper, I just open it. Okay, so plagiarism check, and then I can give the author name, I can give some title, and I can give the document type, article, and I can give submit. Okay, so once I press submit, it will get submitted to the Drillbit. Okay, so you can see here it is successful and it is trying to check the similarity. Okay, so as of now you have understood how to do this, so I will not keep this, I'll delete this. So I have already done few reports here. I'll just show you one of the report. So let me open this report. So once I open this report, okay, so now let me see here. Okay, I want you to concentrate here. So you can see email notification, right? So now this report is here. I can directly mail it to me, right? So I can directly mail it to me. Okay, so if I mail it to me, the report will directly come to my account. Okay, so that is one option. One more is QR code here. So using any QR code scanning app, you can just scan this and directly this document, that is the report, will directly get downloaded in your mobile. So that is one more additional benefit. And this one symbol is there, save to repository. So please, as a user, when you're trying to publish some paper, you are trying to use Drillbit for checking the plagiarism, by mistake also don't press this. Okay, so if you try to save this to repository, next time when you try to check for plagiarism or submit it elsewhere, it will already tell that it's submitted somewhere and the plagiarism is 100%. So in this way, this will be very useful. so that you don't press this. Okay, so you should not press this. This is useful for reasons like in case you're doing a conference or something and you are the organizer and the people have submitted the papers to you and you are going to publish it. Okay, so in that case, if you want to save it to the repository so that the people will not publish it elsewhere, then only you can use this option of save to repository. Otherwise, as a user, this is not very useful to you. Please do not click anything there. So then this is the digital receipt. So this is what is one more important thing. So now this receipt is made specific to our university, that is NMM Institute of Technology. So this changes would have been done by the admin. So this is the certificate like page which would be very useful in case you're using this to show that the plagiarism has been checked using this particular tool, and this is the receipt that it has been done. Okay, so this can be done for synopsis, dissertation, thesis or article. Okay, so in this way you can try to have this receipt. So you can edit here. So you can write your name. See, you can do the editing. Which course, which department, acceptable limit, submitted by, paper title, similarity, how much ever you have got. So that comes here. So when you are submitting maybe to VTU or any other universities, this receipt would be required. So here you can see signature of the student, signature of the university librarian. So in this way, based on what you're trying to do, whether it is an article, whether it's a thesis, you can try to use this receipt. So this is one more thing which is useful. And then this is the usual download button. And I've told you about the repositories, which is very important. So excluding self plagiarism. So that is also one more thing which is very much required maybe in some of the universities where self plagiarism is acceptable. So imagine this 2% report what you got is from one of your publication, and that is your paper itself. Now when you're submitting your thesis, you don't want that to come. It has to come as excluded. So what you do is you just click on this. Once you click on this, you can see one option exclude. So I press that. So once I press that whatever you clicked will come down as excluded source. Can you see here? So that source is excluded, but in your report that will be highlighted that this particular thing has been excluded. So you cannot hide anything here. Everything is transparent, but basically you need to understand the features, which is very important. So this is one way of excluding self plagiarism. And one more thing, you can change the settings anytime. Okay, so just check here. So exclude quotes. There are no quotes in this document, so that's okay. Exclude references. There's no reference. I have not kept any reference here, so I need not click it. And exclude less than 14. No. Okay, so in this way you can do the changes anytime. Okay, if you wish to change, you can do that and see how the plagiarism will vary. That's possible, but basically in the report that would be downloaded. So now I download the report for you just to show you how it looks. So you can see my paper is downloaded here now. I just open it. So you can see this is the report that is generated by Drillbit. So you can see the author name, title and all those details. And you can see the similarity is 7% now. And it tells you how much is from internet, how much is from journal publication. Okay, and now you can see this, right? I showed you this in the PPT there. So excluded, not excluded, and excluded sources is 2%. So it tells you that you have done some exclusion, and definitely that should be your self work. Okay, and this is the similarity index. So you can see 7%, 8 match sources, grade is A as per the 0 to 10 criteria. So in this way you can see, you can get to know from where you have tried to. You may not have copied, the way of writing would be similar to those papers. So in that way you can see it's very, very minimal. So that doesn't mean you have copied. So in case this becomes 50%, then definitely that is a source that you have copied from this particular paper. So in this way different codes have been given, numbering has been given, colors have been given. So in the paper those colors would have been highlighted. So when you're trying to reduce plagiarism, the most important part is concentrate on the most percentage that you have got. So in case you have got first two things with 20 and 10%, these two numbers, that is 2 and 3, should be your target in the paper. Try to rephrase it everywhere, 2 and 3. And once again do the plagiarism, definitely your plagiarism will get reduced drastically. So this is how we can try to use this particular tool. Okay, I think this is enough. You have understood the most important part, that is how to use drill bit. So thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me till date. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel, and please share this video with the research fraternity, so that if anybody wants to use the Made in India tool for a plagiarism check, they can try to use this video, which will give you some inputs on how to use this particular tool. Thank you.